When you hate someone, you're not free. We have a choice of walking any path, any day, any moment. My name is Ted Setnikar. I was born in Yugoslavia in 1948. My mother was killed by lightning. She was struck by lightning. She was holding me in her arms and opening the window, and she was struck by lightning through the window, and that was on my first birthday. She was getting ready to go to the shop to buy sugar because she has heard that sugar was available in the village because there was severe shortage of food, and she wanted to make a cake for my first birthday, but she couldn't succeed because she was killed. When I was 4 years old, my father sold me for 2 liters of schnapps and a handful of cigarettes. So I was sold to a farm as a potential labor, a slave. This is the farmer's wife, where I was living for 10 years. She was known as the devil in the village. She murdered 3 of her own children. 10 years of hunger, it's bad. And whenever I ran away, I was beaten when I came back because my father would take me back, or people in the village would take me back because nobody wanted me. And I was about 8 years old when I tried to commit suicide first.
2 suicide attempts and countless beatings later, Ted was rescued by authorities.
Finally, Social Security got in touch with me and the farmer, and they decided to take me away and put me into orphanage. And I was quite happy there, and that's when I started to realize what the bed is like, white sheets, because I never had them before, running water, yeah, all the luxuries. It was absolutely wonderful.
On December 7, 1967, 5 years after he was rescued from the farm, Ted landed in Australia, where he was about to encounter an entirely new sort of oppression.
My sexuality never really worried me, but a problem came when I came to Australia, because I was told homosexuality is illegal. And I want to be a legal person, a good citizen, because I embrace this country fully and I try to learn English. I couldn't speak a word of English when I came into this country. And when I was told I am an illegal and government is going to decide whom I can love, that was difficult. So I went to see a doctor, and I said to the doctor, I would like to become straight. Okay, we'll send you to psychiatrist, to Glenside Hospital, to a mental hospital. So I went there to have electric shocks and treatment, and but a psychiatrist was quite understanding. He said, do you have any problems with it? I said, no, I don't. Australians do. Then he said, well, come back next time, we will have another chat. He said, do you want to be treated? I said, well, I don't really have problems. Can you treat Australians? He said, no, too many of them.
For more than 20 years, Ted suffered at the hands of a world that preferred to punish him than accept him. But rather than give up or grow bitter, he endured and sought to learn and grow stronger and wiser from his experiences.
I was prepared to suffer today for better outcome tomorrow. And there were many times that I would be better off at that moment to take the easy path. But I took many risks as well. And anything, if you want to succeed something, you have to take risks. If you don't take risks, you just don't live full life.
So how does someone who has suffered so tragically find true happiness?
The main long-lasting happiness, I would say, is when I came to respect people, forgive my father, forgive the woman where I was brought up for 10 years, being physically abused and mentally. When I came to the point to be able to say, I forgive you, I went back to Slovenia to give both of them a hug. And I said, I forgive you for what you've done to me. They left a scar. I have a scar on my hand when I cut myself badly when I was stealing bread. Now the scar is still there. And there's also a scar on my heart from my childhood. But I've learned to live with it. I have learned to forgive. And I embrace everybody and learned how to love. And that is extremely important. When you love yourself and love others, they will love you too. And love is the most beautiful thing.